What's up, everybody? How's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far, and I hope the rest of the week goes just as well for you. Now, I wanted to take a second before I show you this recipe to kind of acknowledge what today is. With it being Memorial Day, there are a lot of people out there that have lost someone in the line of duty. So, just today, try and reach out to somebody that may have lost someone, give them a hug, tell them how much you love them, and just kind of be there for them. Today isn't for the veterans, it isn't for the active duty, it's for the people who we can only remember. And it's for those families that have had to go through this. So reach out, love somebody, hug them, and remember that at the end of the day, we're all in this together. Alright? So with that being said, I hope you enjoy this recipe. If you're having a barbecue today, this takes maybe an hour to do. So go out, knock it out, have yourself a grand old time. As always, I appreciate your time, and I will see you again in the next one. All right, ingredients are on the board and it's time to go. Now the first thing we're going to do, and it's going to be a common theme here, is we are going to cream our butter and sugar together until it is nice and smooth. Once that is all creamed up, you're going to start adding your eggs one at a time, beating in between each until they are fully combined. Then you're going to mix in your vanilla at the very end, again, until it is well combined. Next up, you're going to take the dry ingredients that you have, put them into one singular bowl, and go ahead and mix them up until they are well combined and evenly distributed. Now to mix this all together for your batter, you're going to alternate between your dry ingredients and your buttermilk, going dry buttermilk, until everything is just combined. You want to make sure not to overbeat this, or your cake is going to come out tough. Once everything is mixed together properly, you're going to put your batter into two 6-inch pans that have been buttered and floured. Then you're going to bake them at 350 for about 22 to 30 minutes. You'll know they're done because when you put a toothpick in the center, it'll come out clean. And the top is going to be slightly springy and a nice golden color like you see here. Go ahead and let those cool off completely before you start topping. Now for your filling, you're going to cream together your ricotta that has been drained to make sure there's no excess water, and your mascarpone. You're going to mix that together until it is nice, airy, and smooth. Really make sure about that ricotta. I can't stress that enough to make sure there's no excess water so it doesn't completely break your filling. Once everything is nice and smooth though, you're going to go ahead and combine your sugar, vanilla, cinnamon, and zest. And go ahead and mix that until it is well combined. Once it is well combined, you're going to go ahead and fold in your chocolate and then refrigerate the mixture until you are ready to use it. Now your buttercream, say it with me now, you're going to take your butter and sugar and cream it together until it's all smooth and airy. Once you do get that good consistency, you're going to go ahead and take your cinnamon, your vanilla, and your orange and mix everything together until it is nice, smooth, and well combined. And finally for the buttercream, you are going to add your heavy cream and go ahead and mix it all together, making sure that you scrape down the sides to make sure that everything is nice and evenly coated. You don't want any clumps that aren't wet. Now this is going to be a twofer. I'm going to go over the ganache and your rum soak. Starting with the ganache, you're going to heat up your heavy cream until it is just below boiling. You don't want to overheat this because then you're going to get a skin on top. But once it is boiled and warm, you're going to go ahead and pour it over top of the chocolate and let it sit there for about a minute. Once that minute is up, you're going to go ahead and mix everything together until it is nice, creamy, and chocolatey. Then you're going to let it cool to about room temperature. If you try and pour this over while it's too hot, it's going to completely melt your buttercream and ruin the entire thing. Now with your rum soak, you're going to go ahead and mix everything together nice and evenly. I used a imitation rum because I have not touched any alcohol, but if you want it in there, it's not a problem. All that bakes off. Now for the assembly. You're going to cut your 2 layers of cake in half so you have 4 pieces, poke holes in all of them, and then soak these things with your rum soak. You want to be very liberal with this. You don't want anything dry and you don't want anything to crumble beneath you. So this is going to make everything taste nice and moist. Now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to put your buttercream in a piping bag and pipe little borders on the inside of your cakes, maybe 1/8 of an inch away from the edge, just so you can put your filling in the center of them so they don't squeeze out once you stack your cakes. Now, again, you're going to put your filling in the center of this, stack them up, and decorate them however you want, and then pour the ganache over the top. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again next time.